Hey everyone, I am beyond thrilled to announce a brand new, incredibly comprehensive explainer series that we are launching right here. We're calling it Learn Spanish from Basic to Advanced. And listen, we are going to embark on an absolutely amazing journey together. We're starting from absolute zero, seriously, no prior knowledge is required whatsoever, and we're going to build your skills step by step until you reach a genuinely advanced level of Spanish fluency. Think about what actually brought you here today. Are you wanting to speak Spanish confidently with native speakers? Maybe you just want to finally understand your favorite Spanish movies without constantly staring at the subtitles. Or, perhaps you're looking to travel seamlessly through Latin America and Spain, or even unlock some brand new career opportunities. Whatever your motivation is, I want to assure you right now, this explainer series is designed exactly for you. You don't need to know a single word of Spanish today. We are going to handle all the heavy lifting together. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We'll start with a welcome to Spanish fluency, then move into building your strong foundation, mastering real-life conversations, pushing through to advanced fluency, and finally, we'll map out your exact timeline to success. Starting with Section 1, Welcome to Spanish Fluency, and looking at the complete roadmap. Now, this series isn't just some random collection of vocabulary words thrown together. Our core philosophy is all about structure. We are following a day-by-day roadmap that is specifically designed to guarantee consistent, totally manageable improvement. Every single lesson builds directly on the previous one, which makes your learning highly effective and, best of all, completely overwhelm-free. By the end of this, you're going to be reading, writing, understanding, and speaking with total confidence. We've essentially taken what feels like a massive mountain of a language and broken it down into 5 clear, bite-sized phases. We kick things off with Phase 1, the basics. Then move to Phase 2, building sentences. Next, we climb up to Phase 3, essential grammar. After that, we push right into Phase 4, the intermediate stage. And finally, we summit at Phase 5, advanced. We're taking the incredibly complex task of learning a new language and turning it into achievable daily steps. All right, let's look closer at our first base camp on this mountain. Section 2, building your strong foundation across Phases 1 and 2. This covers your very first 15 days, and let me reassure you, we are starting with the absolute simplest building blocks. In Phase 1, which is just days 1 through 5, you're honestly going to be amazed at how quickly you get comfortable. We start with the Spanish alphabet, the vowels, and those core pronunciation rules. From there, we flow smoothly right into greetings, basic introductions, numbers from 1 to 100, colors, family members, and everyday objects. Literally by day 5, you'll already have a super useful daily vocabulary to start identifying the world around you. Then, as we transition into Phase 2, which covers days 6 through 10, we introduce the glue that holds all that new vocabulary together. We're going to compare singular and plural forms and dive into the essential Spanish articles, el, la, los, and las. We'll also explore the gender of nouns and personal pronouns. This right here is the magic moment where you start forming your very first basic sentence structures. And we wrap up Phase 2 in days 11 through 15 by bringing some real action into those sentences. We'll master present tense verbs, specifically looking at regular verbs and common action words. But crucially, we also cover question formation, because let's face it, knowing how to ask a question is your absolute biggest tool for actually interacting with native speakers. So by the end of day 15, you are completely empowered to start having real basic interactions. Moving further up the mountain, we hit Section 3, mastering real-life conversations throughout Phases 3 and 4. This spans days 16 all the way to 40, and this is the exciting part. This is where we take that essential grammar and immediately apply it to the real world. Now, here's where we tackle one of the most famous hurdles for Spanish learners during Phase 3, ser versus estar. Those are the 2 different ways to say to be. We break this down step by step alongside adjectives, possessives, demonstratives, and prepositions. Plus, we integrate dedicated reading, listening, and speaking exercises, so this vital grammar actually becomes second nature to you rather than just some boring rules on a page. As we enter Phase 4, our intermediate stage, we directly connect those new grammar rules to real-life applications. Instead of just memorizing the past, future, and reflexive tenses in a vacuum, you're going to instantly apply those rules to traveling, ordering food in restaurants, and navigating public transport or hotel conversations. We show you exactly why learning these rules matters by putting you in real, practical scenarios. And all of this builds up to our summit in Section 4, reaching advanced Spanish fluency. In Phase 5, We're talking about days 41 through 60 here, where we transition from just intermediate survival Spanish into advanced, native-sounding fluency. Phase 5 is where you truly unlock professional and deep cultural understanding. We are going to conquer the subjunctive mood, which is often the final frontier for learners. We'll explore advanced sentence structures, really colorful idioms, and the critical nuances of formal versus informal communication. We even dive straight into business Spanish, giving you the exact vocabulary you need to hold meetings or negotiate in a professional setting. Because fluency isn't just about knowing the words, it's about what you can actually do with them. At the absolute peak of your journey, your advanced practice is going to look like this: engaging in storytelling, confidently holding your own in debates, delivering presentations, and tackling native-level listening exercises. We are cementing your fluency through rigorous, high-level practice so that speaking Spanish truly becomes a part of who you are. Finally, let's turn to Section 5 and look at your timeline to success through weekly and monthly milestones. It's one thing to see the phases, but it is incredibly motivating to map out the exact timeline and celebrate the tangible progression you're going to make. Look at how rapid these wins actually are. In week 1, you'll understand basic words and greetings. By week 2, you're creating simple sentences. By weeks 3 and 4, you're holding short conversations. As you hit month 2, you're discussing everyday topics confidently. And by month 3, your whole world opens up as you begin to effectively understand Spanish movies, podcasts, and articles. From absolute zero to understanding native media in just a few months, that is huge. Now, to achieve this, consistency is literally your best friend. Make sure you are subscribed to this explainer series, turn on your notifications, and follow every single part in exact order. Each explainer is going to feature targeted explanations, really clear examples, and dedicated practice sessions. If you follow this roadmap exactly as we've designed it, your improvement will be rapid and undeniable. So, I want to leave you with this one question to think about. When you finally reach that native level fluency a few months from now, who is the very first person you're going to speak to in Spanish? The roadmap is set, the phases are totally clear, and your timeline to success is waiting for you. Stay tuned because our very first step begins soon. I will see you in Lesson 1.